Piet Mondrian. Composition with red, blue, and yellow. The painting, created in 1930, currently resides in Kunsthaus Zürich, Switzerland. This artwork is a prime example of Piet Mondrian's mature style, which he called Neoplasticism order style. In composition with red, blue, and yellow, Mondrian continues to explore his signature style characterized by a grid of horizontal and vertical black lines that intersect at right angles, creating squares and rectangles. The composition is square, enhancing its sense of balance and equality. No side dominates. Within this structure, Mondrian places three primary colored shapes. A large red rectangle occupies the upper right. A blue square is placed in the lower left. A small yellow rectangle resides near the bottom right corner. The rest of the canvas is filled with white or off-white spaces, which are not just negative space, they actively participate in the composition. These areas vary in size and proportion, creating asymmetry that feels oddly stable. Mondrian restricts his palette to the three primary colors, red, blue, yellow, and non-colors, white, black. His use of color is not decorative but structural and symbolic. Each color has a kind of spatial and emotional weight. Red feels warm and advancing, it draws attention. Blue feels cooler and more recessive. Yellow feels light and energetic, often acting as a visual bridge. The white areas are not passive, they act like zones of potential, emphasizing the purity and clarity of the surrounding forms. Mondrian's work was heavily influenced by Theosophy. He believed the universe operated according to universal principles, dynamic yet balanced forces, such as vertical versus horizontal, male versus female, matter versus spirit. In the composition, the grid becomes a metaphysical map, a way to visualize cosmic harmony. The painting is a spiritual model for how elements can coexist in dynamic balance. This particular painting has a deeply personal connection to modernist architecture, as it was owned and later donated by Alfred Roth. Roth and Mondrian shared a belief that art and architecture should strive for a rational, harmonious, universal aesthetic, one that promotes clarity, order, and spiritual calm in daily life. Mondrian's influence on architecture, design, and visual culture would later spread widely, from Bauhaus to graphic design, and even fashion, like Yves Saint Laurent's Mondrian dress. On the reverse side of the canvas is a handwritten inscription by Mondrian. Dedicated to my dear friend and colleague Alfred Roth. To count only with rapport, while creating them and while seeking their balance in art and in life. It is the beautiful work of today. It is preparing for the future. This inscription is more than a note of thanks, it encapsulates Mondrian's worldview. He saw his abstract compositions as blueprints for a better world, one where equilibrium and relationship are the guiding principles. The composition with red, blue and yellow is one of Mondrian's clearest statements of artistic and spiritual purpose. Through a limited palette and deceptively simple geometry, he creates a profound vision of universal order, a world of balance and dynamic harmony.